What is up, guys? In this video, I wanted to come to you and talk to you about finding the perfect job or the right career for yourself. And many people often feel lost or unsure about the career path that they may take or the job that they should go into. That is a very big decision that you're going to have to make one day in your life, whether that is now or you're just graduating from high school or you're just graduating from college or you are looking to make a career shift. It is a very difficult decision to make. And I would tell you like this, as somebody who have struggled with this decision myself many times, I have come up with 6 simple steps that I can continuously fall back on that will help me to find my next career path or the next job that I have an interest in. And I'm looking to share that with you guys in this video today. So bear with me. I'm going to be looking all over the screens over here for, my notes and stuff like that so that I can, talk to you guys as if you are sitting here right with me in my room right here. First thing I will tell you is this, guys. You got to try different things. Like in life, there is nothing that you're going to know right off the top of your head. Like at one point in time, I told myself I wanted to be a doctor. And then in high school, we operated on a deer eye and that thing exploded. And I was like, there's no way. There is no way that I'm going to ever become a doctor. And the only thing I knew about being a doctor at that point in time was that you can be a surgeon, right? And the surgeons were operating on people and all that sort of stuff. So the fact that I didn't like to cut things open and the fact that I didn't like blood was one of those things that kind of took me away from doing it. And that's what this is about, trying new things to find what you like and what you don't like. Like you think about food, right? One of my favorite foods is spaghetti and pizza. And I like broccoli and I like chicken and I like pulled pork. All of that is good to me, but I wouldn't have found that I liked it if I did not try any of those things or try different types of these kind of things. Because there's pizza, but there's thin crust. There's Chicago deep dish, which I freaking hate. When there's New York style pizza, there's different kinds, and you have to ultimately try different things in order for you to find out what is the ideal situation for yourself. I found that I loved computers and I loved to develop code in the program early on in my life. And I'm like, wow, the fact that I love to type and I like computer programming and I like to solve puzzles and things of that nature, I'm like, I got to go in the computer field, which landed me as a software engineer in my first job. So the first step, guys, is to try new things to make sure that you find something that you ultimately like. The next thing I will tell you guys is this. You have to discover what your strengths are and what you have an interest in. Just like I talked to you guys about me being a good typist in high school and I love to solve puzzles and to code and things of that nature, I determined that that was a strength of mine. And I like to tell people about that. So one of the things that you should do is to look at your strengths and what interests you. You could be interested into cryptocurrencies and NFTs. You could be interested into rock climbing or volunteering or getting involved in community-based social impact decisions and watching movies, whatever it is. Find out what you're interested in. And I would say start by creating a list of what your interests are around the job. Determine what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and then go towards a job that plays into your strengths. That is going to be very, very important. And if you don't have anybody or you don't know what your strengths are, ask people what your strengths are. Ask people what you've been good at and what you have excelled in that was better than others. Ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, the people that you currently work with. They will tell you what they see as a strength that you have. And go into that direction. Many times we go into our careers with things that we have to get better at and trying to get better at things that are our weaknesses. And they always say, hey, you want to work on your weaknesses and all this other stuff. Well, be honest with you, in your career, in order for you to enjoy what you love and enjoy what you like to do, you have to play to your strengths and work in the areas where you have strong strengths and sharpen those. Become the expert in areas that you love. That's going to allow for you to have a fulfilling career. So look into your strengths. Make sure you write them down. Write down your interests and go in the direction that you have a lot of strengths. And if you don't know any of that sort of stuff because you haven't been raised with people telling you what you're good at, Ask people that you're close with. They will tell you what you're good at. The next thing I would say is this, guys. My number 3 is to research and identify potential jobs that you potentially have an interest in, right? Because half of the times, or many times, you think about it, we go into our career saying we want to do something without doing the potential research behind it. Okay, well, what is it that these types of people do in this type of a job or this type of a career? You know, when I went into and looked into what computer programmers and software engineers did, I learned very quickly that they made a good amount of money. They had high salaries. Not only that, they sat down at a desk and they coded for a good amount of time, or they talked to customers trying to help them design the code. Once I understood that, I said, that is something that I can do. And not only that, I wanted to make the money. Well, you should research and identify the potential career that you want to be in and look at it from a monetary standpoint or what you like standpoint, because you have a standard of lifestyle that you're used to right now, and you're going to have a ultimate vision of what that lifestyle is going to be in the future. Well, what you want it to be in the future is the type of a career or job that you should be going towards. So if you want to dress up in suits and so forth, and you want to have a whole bunch of money, you should potentially go into sales and finance or something along those lines. Or if you want to just, dress casual and look good and have a good amount of money, then you probably want to go into the tech world or the software engineering world or whatever, that sort of stuff. If you want to have certain things in life, then you have to go towards the potential jobs and potential careers that is going to allow for you to have those things. And that takes you to do the research yourself, guys. That requires you to do the research yourself, guys. So go and check out people's LinkedIn, watch YouTube videos, go to career workshops and talk to people about what are the things that they do on a daily basis, and see if that's something that you're interested in. After you have written those down, then you want to narrow down the things that are of interest of you. So for instance, in my situation, I was like, okay, well, maybe, I want to be a software engineer, and I want to be a programmer, or I want to be a business consultant. I had those 3 narrowed down, right? And I had probably 5 on my list at one point in time, a network engineer and all this other stuff, right? But I narrowed it down to 3 based on what I wanted in my life and in my career. I narrowed it down. I said, okay, well, these are going to be the 3. And then I did some more research on them. And then I talked to more people. And once I did that, I kind of came down to the decision of, all right, I want to be a software engineer. Well, once I did that, that was the direction that I was going to go in. And that's what I want you guys to go down as well, too. Go down that plan, or go down that path with a plan. Okay, I'm going to be a software engineer. Now I need to get these skills or learn these skills or go to this boot camp or go to this college. Build a plan, but ultimately you need to stay flexible. You definitely need to stay flexible, because we all know plans need to adjust. You may get to college, or you may get into a boot camp. You may say, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Or somebody may say something to you and you may say, that's not a good thing for me. Or the job market may be ugly. You may say, it's probably not best for me to enter this type of a job market at this point in time. Make sure that you stay flexible with your plan. And then ultimately what you're going to end up doing is plan your path forward. Once you have your plan set, you've made your adjustments to it, you know where you want to go, plan where you're going to take your career. And this is an area that many people choose not to do. They don't plan the path forward. Plan your path forward. Understand where you're going to go. Okay, I wanted to be a software engineer, then I wanted to be a software engineer 2, and then a software engineer 3, and then I wanted to be a project manager, and then I wanted to be a director, and then I wanted to be a vice president, and then I wanted to be a general manager. You have to make sure that you set the plan and you go after that plan, but you have a plan. So plan your path forward and understand what is it going to take in order for you to get there. If you do that, you will have an exciting career. You will continuously learn. You will look younger. You will enjoy the work that you do, especially because you're going to be operating in the areas of your strengths and what you enjoy, and you're going to have less stress, guys. This is how I would suggest for you to find the ideal job, the perfect career, the perfect job for yourself by following these 6 steps. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know I've been all over the place a bit in this video, but Hopefully it shares a little bit more about the things that you can do to find your ultimate ideal job, your career that you want to go down. If you're looking to make a career change, or you're coming out of high school and not going to college, or you're coming out of college and trying to still figure out what is it that you want to do. Guys, if you have an interest into getting this type of information into a ebook format, guys, check out the link into the description of this video. My name is Antoine Wade, and I'm a career coach and a career counselor. And I've been in the tech world for 18 plus years, helping individuals and helping customers to solve supply chain challenges. Guys, if you need anything from me, leave me a comment in the comment section of this video. We will talk to you in the next video. Until next time, guys. Peace.